Good morning. This is AP Spanish News brought to you by Carlos Hernandez. And
Andrés Mosqueda.
today we're going to be talking about what we do in AP Spanish and like all the projects that we did and like the culture that we learned. So Andres, what was your favorite project?
Well, the one that stood out to me the most was the Inca one, the one where we talked about like civilizations. I think we did the Incas in Peru. Yeah, that was interesting. We did a PowerPoint on that. We discussed it. Yeah, we learned about their culture.
So here in Luna's AP Spanish class, we do a lot of group projects, you know. So it's a good time. You get to socialize, meet new people. So like, I didn't know this guy at the beginning of the year, but like, thanks to Luna, our friendship grew. So
Unfortunately, yes. Just kidding.
I hate you. Okay, but like, yeah. Well, my favorite project was like the novella project that we did.
That was fun.
That was fun. We had a huge group, 6 people. It was really fun recording and presenting.
As a part of this special broadcast, we're doing various interviews.
And we're also going to include some very special skits just for you guys.
Enjoy.
Oi, that's a native Inca. Wonder what it's doing. Whoa, who is that? Who could that be?
Yo soy Francisco Pesaro and yo quiero tu oro.
Okay.
Gracias.
So you said something about a novella that you guys did in AP Spanish, right? In Luna's class?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, could you go on about more about that?
Sure. Well, Luna assigned us to do a little project about the novella that we were watching. She wanted us to like do an ending for it, like our own interpretations and stuff. Un momento, por favor. ¿Hello? ¿Qué? No puede ser. No puede ser. No, Andrés, no. So Rick, what did you find interesting about the class?
Well, there were actually many things I found interesting in the class. The most important one was, I think, bullfighting. And it's a key part in a lot of Spanish cultures, and it comes from Spain, and there's bullfighting in Mexico. I just think it's an important cultural aspect, but there are serious ethical issues with it, which we did discuss in AP Spanish, and that was probably my favorite part. Ethics, morality, especially with bullfighting, is really important, and I just feel like everyone needs to know about it. Sir, are you listening to me?
Yeah, keep on going on.
All right. So yeah, I mean, bullfighting. We even had a quiz on it where there was a bullfighter who was literally holding his baby, and we basically had to discuss all the different problems that people had, even on social media, on it, and it was a really great task.
So were there any other different projects that you guys did in Spanish?
Well, yeah, one of a very important topic that we covered in AP Spanish thing was the subject of recycling and sustainability. She made us do a project in which we made something out of something we already used. Like, for example, like we use a water bottle, and out of that water bottle we made like a piggy bank, and also out of bottle caps, like can tops, we made a purse out of that. And that was very interesting, you know, to see like what we can do to help our environment by reusing stuff. And yeah.
All right, thank you.
So since this is an AP class, how was the AP exam? Did you study? Were you prepared well?
Alright, so basically, as a non-speaker, I thought taking AP Spanish was going to be pretty hard, and when I first came into the class, I was pretty much surrounded by people who spoke Spanish as their first language. But Señora Luna does a really good job at teaching people Spanish, if you're a non-speaker or a speaker, because there's so much to the language in itself. First semester we did a lot more multiple choice practices, where basically she made us do like multiple choice tests based on passages and based on audios. And then second semester it was more emphasized on email writing and writing essays. And also first and second semester there was also interpersonal communication, so like on the AP exam you can basically use a recorder and talk about things. And I feel like she really did prepare me and well enough for the AP exam. And as a non-native Spanish speaker, I feel like I did really well in the exam thanks to Señora Luna. And I definitely don't doubt like the people who did already learn Spanish or already knew Spanish, they did way better than they would have if they didn't even take the class and just took the AP exam in and itself.
So, Andres, now that we're almost ending our semester here, what are your final thoughts and lasting impressions about the class?
Well, overall, I'd say the class was a pretty fun class. You know, it's very educational as well. You learn about culture and language. You also you make friends and you learn a lot. It's great.
Alright, so my impressions of the class is like, the class is a fun class. Luna did her best preparing us for the AP exam. We learned a lot about like different cultures like of Latin American and Spanish speaking countries, and I enjoy this class. I've made a bunch of new friends and stuff, so yeah, it's a good class.
Well, considering this class for me was a first period class, I would say it really helped me start my day off right. Because I always knew I could come to this class, have fun, but also learn at the same time. And it was a foreign language, so it's creative, it's educational, it's also impactful because the effects of foreign language, especially Spanish, especially in the area that we live in, it really helps. And I'm really grateful for Senora Luna to help teach us all in the class.